All right. Well, good morning. I am Rick Story with Forward Rabun, and this is Forward Rabun Business Center Stage. And today I have the privilege of being at Tallulah Falls School, one of our community gyms for sure. And I'm here with Dr. Larry Peevy. And Dr. Peevy, tell us a bit about Tallulah Falls and what's going on here. The academic year has just gotten started, and you've been here how long, and how have things changed since you've been here at Tallulah Falls?
Well, we've had a great opening of school. We've got about 550 students this year, and we just had an opening of our first fourth grade class. I'll tell you a little bit more about as we go on, but it's been a wonderful opening, and I've been here going on 17 years now.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of changes.
Yes, sir. 17 wonderful years, too. And
It's been great.
I have the privilege of being on the board here at Tallulah Falls, and that is such an honor. And one of the things that has always impressed me so much about Tallulah Falls is just the quality of the programs that they're studying. A lot of math, a lot of science. That has always impressed me as a board member, just getting to hear that.
Yeah. It's a wonderful opportunity for them. We're one of the few schools in the nation that actually has the opportunity for the students to take college classes right here on our campus. Every student can take college classes at colleges and universities, but we offer 21 college classes on the Tallulah Falls School campus. So it's a wonderful opportunity for them. And they take it just like their regular schedule.
Yes, sir.
And frankly, most of our students are able to have almost a year or more of college behind them when they start their college or university. So it's a tremendous opportunity.
Yes, sir.
So the success rate is tremendous with the students starting their college career anywhere because they've got a lot of their core classes already behind them.
Yes, sir.
And they're able to enjoy college along with be successful.
Now, in addition to those academics, I'll have to brag just a little bit. We are also the volleyball state champs for 2022 and 23. Tell us a little bit about that. That's quite a record.
This past year was a tremendous year for us. Not only did the volleyball team win the state championship, but every one of our athletic programs went to state and competed at the state level. And that's the first time in the history of Tallulah Falls School that all teams actually competed at the state level.
Wow.
So that's truly amazing.
Yes, sir. And the opportunities here, of course, for students to come in at the high school level, but you can actually start here at Tallulah Falls as a fourth grader.
You know, it's so much fun this year. We started the fourth grade for the first time. And I actually had the students in the fourth grade over in my office.
Yes, sir.
And we had a great talk about the school and about their future here. And it was just an amazing time with them. I have to admit, it's an interesting thing when you tell fourth graders to ask you any question they would like to ask, because they come up with some very good ones.
Yes,
but it was a lot of fun for me, and we finished our visit in my office by taking them out on the porch and having some ice cream and giving them a little memory gift to take with them. So it was a lot of fun.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And, the extracurricular activities and those offerings are certainly a big part of the Tallulah Falls experience. And, being with the Chamber, we have the privilege of having the joint business after hours here in the natatorium.
Yeah.
We have one of the finest natatoriums I have ever seen.
Well, thank you. I tell you, we've worked long and hard making it what it is today. It took 5 years, essentially, of planning.
Yes,
and then several years of construction. But we have a beautiful $16 million natatorium that's a 10-lane swimming pool with all the finest facilities to go with it. We not only have our swim meets here, but we also work with Piedmont University, and they have their swim meets on our campus. And we also open it up for all kinds of other activities, water polo, PE classes of different types. We even teach scuba diving and snorkeling and things of that nature. And the thing I like most, I think, Rick, is that all of our 4th and 5th graders take swim lessons. We want every student to learn how to swim because we have beautiful lakes in our area. And this is just a nice safety feature that we've worked into our program so that all of our students are learning how to swim.
Right. That's huge. That safety for international students. I know we have a great group of international students each year, and that's
we do.
A huge testimony.
Well, we've got over 70 international students from 31 countries. And they add a tremendous amount of value, I think, to the education. Our students, before they ever get to college, are able to get to know people from all over the world and have conversations with them in class, on weekends, at activities, on the sports field, all over the place. And they've learned about their culture, and the students from other countries are learning about our culture. It's a tremendous exchange.
Absolutely. And those friendships they form are for life. And,
that's right.
You know, one thing I think that enhances that so much is just the dining experience. It's family style. They get to eat together. They form those lasting bonds just like family members, and those last forever, don't they?
We have a tremendous food service operation, and they cater to the students' needs. And they even set up what they call a chef's table.
Yes, sir.
And I was over with some visitors one day and talking with the chef that was at the chef's table. And I said, "What do you have for the kids today?" Because they like to introduce new food to the children. And he said, "Well, today we have a dessert. We're serving bananas Foster and cherries Jubilee." Now, I'm not sure, but I don't think another school in the nation had cherries Jubilee and bananas Foster for dessert.
That's right. That's right.
So it's a great experience for them. And the other nice thing, Rick, is that they have other foods from different cultures. Yes. Another day they had plantains. Another day they had shrimp and grits. I mean, it's just it's a wonderful experience for the kids to explore different types of foods from different countries and different cultures.
Great experience. Well, I know I got to taste those bananas Foster desserts myself one day, and I dare say it's better than anything I've ever had in New Orleans. So certainly we're very blessed in that regard. And I know we talked about our college class offerings and just how that enables our students to have an advantage in graduating and in making college selections, and just the list of colleges that our students attend, post-grad is amazing, and 100% of our students attend colleges, don't they?
That's amazing. It truly is. They were admitted to over 150 colleges and universities from across the world, not just the nation. And they received $7.17 million in college scholarships. And on a percentage basis, we probably are a very good company nationwide with some of the finest prep schools in the nation.
Yes,
so
sir.
Our kids are doing extremely well with their admission to colleges and universities, and also the amount of scholarship awards they're receiving every year. I'm just really proud of them.
Yes, sir. Well, certainly a reason to be proud. And I probably have an admitted bias myself, but part of the Tallulah Falls experience too, I think, is the experiential learning through trips. Excuse me. So many opportunities for different trips that the students have to different places. I know we so enjoyed having student participation in our Forward Rabun leadership program this past year, and look forward to it again this year. But being able to go to the Capitol in Atlanta, places like that, is just so much a part of the Tallulah Falls experience. And how many trips do we have on average?
Hundreds, actually. We met just this morning to talk about all the different trips that are available. But just to tell you about a new program we have, though, we've had weekend trips forever and a lot of trips during the week too. But we have class trips that go to places like Charleston and go to Florida to the Space Center. You know, the school named the Space Shuttle Endeavour. And so we take one of our classes down to have lunch with an astronaut and to tour the facilities. But we go all over the place with class trips. But we have a program called Mid-Mesta that's going to be just in a few weeks, where our students get to choose different things to do. And the seniors, for example, can go to the Grand Canyon, can go to New York, or they could do some sort of a job shadowing during that time period with an area of their interest. The juniors have a trip where they explore colleges and universities of different types. And it goes right on down the line. Every class has some adventure that they're going to be on during the Mid-Mesta program. So and it's a lot of fun. It's a new experiment that we're going through. Last year was the first year for it. It was really well received, and I think it's just going to continue to grow in interest for the students.
Well, that is such a rich academic experience and just adds to the overall experience here. One thing I have always loved is our equestrian program. And I don't know that there's one like it anywhere around. And certainly Mrs. Peevy has so much input there and does so much there. And it's just so admired. And tell us a little bit about that program.
Well, it's a great program. It's been in place now for about 15 years. And it has evolved into a specialty program dealing with ponies and Shetland ponies primarily that we own. And my wife donates her time as the instructor for the program. And she's teaching some of our girls how to drive carts, how to show in hand, and also how to jump at the national level even. And in fact, we took one of our young ladies, Brooke Hayes, to nationals with us this past year, and she won 2 national championships the first year. We went back this year and won another national championship.
Yes.
So they've been just doing extremely well, and we took most of the team with us to Bowling Green, Kentucky 2 weeks ago to compete in a regional show. And they came back with all kinds of really nice blue ribbons and special awards. So the equestrian program's really grown, and it's one of the very few, like it in the nation. In fact, I don't know of another one that works with the ponies like ours does. So,
one of our equal blessings is just, I think, our location, because we have a bounty, a plethora of natural resource offerings, and that enables us to offer some outdoor opportunities too, doesn't it?
It does. You know, we've got beautiful lakes all around us. And not only do we teach canoeing and things like that in our natatorium, but we take them on out to our local lakes, and we do the kayaking and other outdoor activities all around it. Beautiful hiking trails, just all kinds of things that and people pay tons of money for on their vacation, and our kids get to enjoy just about any weekend they'd like. So it's a lot of fun.
All part of the Tallulah Falls experience, and I dare say that is unmatched and untouched. You know, just the location of our school, what we offer, it's really a perfect storm in the greatest way, isn't it? And just
it truly is. The opportunities are unlimited.
Yes, sir.
And we have so many things every weekend, in fact, for the students. Last couple of weekends ago, they actually went to Deep Creek, which is up in the mountains, and did tubing, and there's always just something going on every weekend. So the focus is on enjoyment.
Yes, sir.
And we have 140 boarding students on campus, and we mix those with our day students, and they get to go on a lot of trips together and enjoy the the mountains that surround us.
Well, truly an experience of a lifetime.
Yeah, it sure is.
Tell us a little bit about becoming a student at Tallulah Falls. If
Yeah.
one wanted to enroll, and what does that process look like, and what are the opportunities in that regard for attending?
Well, we encourage families to visit.
Yes, sir.
And get a feel for the campus. And we offer tours every day during the week.
Yes, sir.
And we're delighted to have families join us. And we have what we call a shadowing program, where the students can sit in a class with other students and see what it feels like to be a student. For example, if they're going into the fourth grade, they can sit into the fourth grade class, and we'll have a student assigned to them to be their guide for the several hours they'll be there. And they get to see what classes are like. They get to meet some students. They have lunch with us and just get a feel for the campus. And so we encourage anyone interested in Tallulah Falls School to give us a call, set up a tour, and set up a shadowing day, and learn about the financial aid and other things that are available. In fact, that's something that I really wanted to share with you that's unique. We have a program called a tuition freeze.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know of another school in the nation that does this, but when you come in as a beginning student, say in the fourth grade, we evaluate your needs, and then we complement those needs with financial aid. Whatever you end up paying is what you'll pay until you graduate. So we will never increase your tuition for the entire time you're with Tallulah Falls School. We do increase our tuition every year, but it's only on new students coming in each year. And so as you move forward, there's a freeze. Whatever level you come in at Tallulah Falls School, that's what you'll be paying until you graduate. If, let's say, you have 3 siblings following you, they'll come in at the same rate that you paid. I don't know of another school in the nation that's doing that either. And to complement that, we have a very healthy financial aid program, because we're not like every other college prep school. We don't try to attract only the very wealthy. We try to attract students that want to have a college prep education, that want to be successful and go on to fine colleges and universities. And not all brilliant students are children of wealthy people, as you know, Rick. And we like to bring in any student that has the talent to be successful and help them achieve their highest level. And so we give away close to $7 million in financial aid every year.
Wow.
And that's a pretty sizable amount compared to any school in the nation.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing that. And all those things are not only what makes Tallulah Falls center stage, that's what keeps Tallulah Falls center stage. And Dr. Peevy, we thank you. We thank your staff. Always a pleasure to work with. And we just thank you for everything that you do each and every day to make Tallulah Falls center stage.
Well, thank you. I'm telling you, it's my pleasure. I've had a wonderful 17 years here, and I've got the best students in the world, and that makes it enjoyable every day.
Yes, sir.
And I have great board members.
Well, thank you for what you do. It's an honor.
Thank you.
It's an honor. A pleasure to be with you.
My pleasure.